It was such a difficult time for myself and my family. During those times, sometimes it's really hard to have hope. And we were able to make it through a really difficult situation with the help of Furnished Finder. Hurricane Debbie was not supposed to be a catastrophic storm by any means. In fact, the local weatherman was calling it Little Debbie and joking around. And it turned out that the amount of rainfall that came from this hurricane was catastrophic. I got a call from my mom at about 4:30 in the morning, and she was hysterically crying, and the water was already up to her waist. She had 65 years worth of stuff that she's accumulated, sentimental things, valuable things, things from my grandparents that she was trying to put as high as possible on shelving in order to salvage it. She went to sleep that night and the house was dry. She woke up, it was destroyed. They didn't have a place to go. My mom and her partner Steve, he's a postal worker in Sarasota. That's where they work. They couldn't stay with me in Miami long term. They had to get back to their jobs. So we needed something for them to have a shred of comfort. And Furnished Finder provided that, because these furnished homes, that's exactly what we wanted for them, a home. We didn't want a house. We didn't want a hotel. We wanted a place that could feel like home so that they just had that bit of comfort. My mom found a Furnished Finder listing that was a little villa in Sarasota, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It was furnished, it had a nice patio, it was very well maintained. We reached out to the host and we told her the story of what happened, and she immediately wanted to work with us. She reduced her security deposit for us. We reached out to a couple of properties actually through Furnished Finder, and this one my mom really connected with. So I went to go look at it in person. I met the host. She was fantastic. So my mom moved in. It was within about a week or so. She would call me and just thank me for helping her find this place on Furnished Finders, helping her find this home. She said that being able to have clean sheets, clean bed, a place to shower, you take all of those things for granted. And when somebody takes them away from you, you really start to appreciate them. My mom had a sense of humor throughout all of this, because I guess when you lose everything, there's really not much left to be afraid of. There were times, of course, that we were both in tears. There were times going through the house, we were wearing gloves and boots, and it was extremely hot in Florida. And we couldn't even spend time in the house because the water had contaminated everything. But there were certain sentimental items that we were trying to pull and go through. So we spent a lot of time crying and going through photos that were ruined. And, my grandparents' birth certificates, wedding certificates, all those things were destroyed. Sometimes we would just laugh, and because there's really, all you can do is just laugh at that point. And then also seeing the community come together. People were driving around offering pizza, prepackaged lunches, waters, supplies. It's just, it really is one of those things that when you hit rock bottom and you have strangers helping you, I feel like there's no better feeling than knowing that you're being cared for within your community, even with people you've never met before. So I shared this story with Furnished Finder because I wanted to, tell the story on behalf of my mom. Also because I am planning something for her 70th birthday that she doesn't know. It's a surprise. And we're just going to be able to celebrate her after a really hard year, because she deserves it. And I feel like anybody that goes through something like what she went through with this hurricane and keeps a positive attitude and doesn't give up. She really persevered throughout all of this, and she deserves to have a really special birthday.